get when you pair habanero chilies with the delicious tang of tamarind, sweet agave syrup, and rich, nutty sesame. You get a one-of-a-kind tamarind sauce. The hot sauce is perfect for stir fries, as a sweet and spicy dipping sauce, or as a surprisingly delectable dessert topper. Think of ice cream glaze. So good.
So
Back
good.
to you guys. That was a word from our sponsor.
I love it.
Thanks for tuning in. This is the Thanksgiving Eve podcast extravaganza. My co-hosts aren't here tonight because I need to dedicate all of my energy and resources to the two of the greatest guests we've ever had on the show, and that is Matt and Kat, Hoss and Sauce.
We take a lot of energy.
Just sucking it right through the screen.
Well, the last time you guys were on the show, after your segment was over, you hung up the call, and when we called back, we started recording the rest of the show. We kept inadvertently dialing you back, and I didn't realize that. And then Matt's like, "Stop fucking calling us," and I said, "Oh,
We were joking. We were joking.
no, I know that now, but at the time I thought it was serious." So I said to John and Matt, I said, I think I really pissed this guy off. He's a big guy too.
I'm a big guy. You have to be scared of me.
Yeah. But I want to talk about a lot of stuff. First of all, congratulations. It's great to see you guys. Congratulations on the new flavor.
Thank you very much.
I've tried it. I ordered some. You guys sent me some flavors last week. I love them all, but I have not tried the tamarind until 2 weeks ago. And it is by far my favorite sauce yet. And I'll tell you why. It's got a kick to it that's kind of a departure from the other flavors that you have, in my opinion. I've had it with cheesesteaks. I've had it on meatloaf. I had it on a turkey sandwich. I had it on a burrito. I'm getting really creative with things to put it on. I'm like yesterday I think I made a pastrami sandwich and I was like, I can't put that on there, but I did. And it was good. How's the new flavor? How's the new flavor going? How'd you guys come up with this? What's the genesis of it?
Well, so that's my side of the business is the creating of the flavors. So this one happened when I was looking in the store for ingredients, creating another sauce. And I created this one, I found tamarind and I was like, I want to try tamarind out. And so I brought that home and started messing around. And when we tried it the first time, we're like, oh, this is good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Thank you. Do you know what tamarind looks like or what it is? Do you have any idea?
No, I'm not familiar. I'm not a smart man. I'm not really the right person to ask. You might as well just ask me
you know what tamarind is?
Do you know what a heater is? Or what a transmission? No, I don't. But I'm imagining it's a chili pepper of some sort that only grows in the Costa Rican forest.
Not chili though. You tell them.
It's a seed pod that grows on a tree, and so in the seed pod is like a paste that sort of encapsulates the seeds. So imagine like a vanilla bean, and you know how people open up a vanilla bean and scrape out the inside paste. This is it's kind of like that, like a paste on the inside of a seed pod.
It looks like a date, but it's like this gooey stuff. I don't know. You can see this at least. I don't know.
I love that you have those so handy.
It's in the cabinet here. This is tamarind. Yeah, that's what Matt was making it with. In Hispanic culture, they make a lot of candy with this stuff because it's kind of tart and tangy.
Oh, okay.
That you can just people like to suck on them, and they'll be salty sometimes. They're sweet, and the tamarind flavor.
It's really good.
Well, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the two other flavors, you're still showing them the proper love and respect that they deserve.
Well,
we do events all the time, and tamarind does not necessarily blow everything out of the water. Some people just love the guajillo, and that's all they want to ever get. They love it. And then people that like the Asian flavors, the BBIM is still going strong.
We always think that one of the sauces is going to take off and be the best one as far as sales go. But over time, it's just kind of they ebb and flow, and sometimes the guajillo's in the lead, sometimes the BBIM's in the lead, and sometimes the tamarind is in the lead. Yeah,
it's really good. And the BBIM was my favorite, and now it's my second favorite because the new flavor is really like I said, it's kind of it's a different departure from the other flavors. It's got more of like a spicy hot kick to it,
habanero.
Which I love. It's really good. And the thing, by the way, listeners, watchers, you can check out all these flavors on hosssauce.com, HOSSSOSS.com. The Guajillo actually went through a transformation. You guys launched this product, and then it went through like a transformation
you've noticed
early last year.
Yeah.
And I think it's better than it was before when this came out. What did you guys do differently? Or is this a big secret recipe?
This is such a funny story. Can I tell it?
Yeah.
Well,
it's meth. You put meth in there, didn't you? I need more.
Oh, meth.
No, like we had our recipe down, and we liked it. It was different, but we liked it. And then we got a batch from our co-packer because we don't make this at home anymore. We have a co-packer, meaning they make everything and bottle it according to our recipes. So we got this batch at like 2 days before this massive event, the Portland Hot Sauce Expo, and we opened it and we were like, what is this? Like, this is not our recipe. This is like salsa in a jar. Like, what did they do? And we called and talked to the co-packer and said, this is really different from our recipe. And, we're not happy. What happened? And They said, oh, well, you kept saying that you wanted it to be chunkier, right? Is that what it was? Chunkier. So Ricky pulled out a lot of the onions and tomatoes or something and didn't blend them with everything and just added them at the end. So it was chunkier. And we were like, well, you're not supposed to be changing our recipe based on comments that we make when we are talking to you. Like, it should be an R&D process on the back end.
Right.
And in the
end, who do you think he is?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Taking creative liberty.
That's right. And in the end, like, everyone loves that sauce even more the way he did it. It's really taken off. So now we like to joke that it's Ricky's Ranchero, his own version of our Guajillo. So it was a happy change. Okay. Yeah, one of those things where like you're at first you're upset and then you're like, oh, actually. And then the most recent batch is like really orangey, right? Each batch is slightly different. They just kind of morph a little bit here and there, but.
Yeah, I think it's part of the charm. It's really good. And speaking of Costa Rica, which you weren't even talking about, I have a Jurassic Park poster behind me, which takes place in Costa Rica. And I was thinking this, what do they call it, a co-packer? This person? I was hoping it was like a plantation in Costa Rica, Matt, and you walked around with a Panama Jack hat and a guy with a machine gun to make sure like the flavors were getting done. And if not, like, Eduardo is going to get gunned down or, but I guess it's not how it works. But you guys,
what happened with this batch?
You guys have a Costa Rican excursion coming up in April of 2020.
March
of 2020. Can you tell us about this? Because I want our listeners to check this out and our viewers to hear about this trip because it's pretty cool. And I've never heard about a company doing something like this that's going to such a cool place. Usually it's like, come down to the plant and get a free tour of, our stuff. But you guys are like offering this cool vacation. Like, what is this about?
We're offering a cool visit to where Jurassic Park was filmed so that you can get eaten by a dinosaur or
raptor.
Raptor.
We're gonna you can sample hot sauce while you're running from the raptors.
That's right.
That sounds good.
Everything these days should be experiential. So we're going.
Hell yeah.
So we used to work down there in Costa Rica. So in 2014, Kat and I moved to Costa Rica, and we were working at this retreat center down there, and we thought we should be bringing our own retreats down here. And the hot sauce, the whole company was born really because we wanted to be able to travel more, and in Costa Rica we just couldn't make it happen without having some kind of passive income. So we're like, let's start hot sauce. And
it's so passive to launch a food brand. It's so easy. After a year or two, you just step away and the money rolls into your bank account. That's been our experience.
So anyway, we teamed up with a person who has a hot sauce company in Costa Rica, and she planted peppers for us. And so we're going to take a group of people down there and make hot sauce, eat hot peppers, do the foodie tour of the village where there's a beer maker and a chocolate maker and a cheese maker.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not just hot sauce. So anyone listening, if you love hot sauce, but your wife and kids or husband and kids or boyfriend or girlfriend does not love hot sauce, there's
divorce them.
That's it. It's over.
We have to know if they're not a good fit for you.
That should be a catalyst, because there's two types of people in the world. There's people that like hot sauce, and there's people that pretend to like hot sauce. But if you ever meet someone that's like, I don't really care for it, just get out of it right away, because there's something wrong with that person.
Yeah, there's something very wrong with those people.
It's like avocados. Nobody really likes them. They just like to do it. I mean, avocados are a vile, disgusting fruit. When Sigourney Weaver and Aliens like torches all the eggs, I want to do that with avocado fields because they're just awful. No, but check it out online. I do want to bring up a new segment for you guys. This is something that we're doing on the show now, and I want you guys to be a part of it. If you're game for this, we're gonna do a telephone call on the air.
All right.
And this is going to be to a local Salem, Oregon market.
Nice.
And we're going to ask if they carry hot sauce on the air, and if they don't, we're going to ask why. I accept full responsibility for this.
Natural Grocers in Salem. Should your object hours, please press 1. Wait.
They're losing points for this delay.
Just say wait.
Natural Grocers Salem, this is Kim. How may I direct your call?
Hi, Kim. I just wanted to see if y'all had a particular brand of hot sauce in the store.
A particular brand of hot dogs?
A hot sauce.
Oh, hot sauce.
I'm from out of town. That's why I have the accent. But I was looking to see if you had the brand Hoss sauce. You know, Hoss, like Bonanza.
Oh, like Bonanza's hot sauce?
Yeah, it's called Hoss sauce. It's a type of hot sauce.
Okay, I'm not sure. Hang on.
They're losing a lot of points.
She should know.
What if this was your biggest distributor and you're like, Matt, you're fucking this up for everybody?
Guess we're not getting into natural groceries.
Should I have cleared this with you guys first? I'm just a customer.
You're a customer, man. That's
legit. Yeah, you have to.
I'm a Southern gentleman traveling abroad for Thanksgiving, and I need hot sauce for my Thanksgiving Day recipes.
Absolutely.
Which we're going to get into next, because I know, man, their customer service is bad. I know the big day is dawning, and it would be blasphemous if you guys didn't use your great product on the bird. So
we lost one of our guests.
It was the call. The call always throws people off. While we're waiting on this folks, Matt, how is the Dirt Shirts going? When's the next gig?
And thanks for asking. The Dirt Shirts is cruising along. We got our next gig on December 13th at the 1859 Cider Company in downtown Salem.
Ooh. I'm all about the cider too.
Yeah, it's good. Those guys are really good. They make they're sort of like a farm to tap type of place. They grow their apples and they make their cider and they got their tap house. They're coming back yet?
Not yet. I do like the cider though, and I like when they make it. LA does that. They have a lot of like cider places and microbreweries where they're actually like, brew it there, and they have like 800 different kinds of beers. And there's usually only like 3 in stock because all the hipsters get there first. But there's a few hole in the walls there. I think we're gonna lose this guy. This was Market of Choice. Are you guys familiar with this establishment? I'm sorry. This is Natural Grocers.
Yeah, Natural Grocers. We know Natural Grocers. Yeah.
Have you been holding the whole time with no one coming back?
Pretty bad. I have.
Bad. All right, I gotta start my.
We got a lot of different things going on in here, and so the oven was just beeping. We're making some spiced nuts.
I'm working, kind of.
All right, so we're gonna lose them now. That was Natural Grocers. I guess they don't care. So tomorrow's the big day. The segment would have been great had they had good customer service. But tomorrow's the big day. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. What are you guys doing, Matt? Are you cooking? Do you take a day off? Like, how does this work?
So we do. We got about 20 people come for dinner at my cousin's house, and so the main thing with the sauce is the turkey, smoked turkey. So smoke a turkey all day. A couple years ago, we did the BBIM sauce. You just brush it over the turkey all day long, smoking it. It gets this thick glaze of hot sauce on there.
Oh, yeah.
This year, we're smoking the turkey with the tamarind. And
nice.
Yeah. So it's going to be, it'll have that nuttiness of the toasted sesame oil, have a sweetness, which is always good to have in there, the heat of the habanero, and that tangy tamarind. It's going to be good.
Oh, that's pretty good. Delicioso. So last year you did the BBIM sauce?
We did the BBIM last year, yeah.
Okay, and this year is the first Thanksgiving with the new flavor.
Inaugural tamarind flight on the bird.
Nice. Well, you guys are doing a lot of shows. I know you're doing a show. You're out promoting the brand, a lot, which is great, and you guys are always proactive. But you recently went to Washington. Were you in Seattle area?
Yeah, we were in the Seattle area. Place called Magnuson Park. It's a big Hangar 30. They do a night market there.
Okay. I have a lot of family in Seattle, and I mentioned that to them that you guys are going to be on the show, and I wanted to ask them because I know they're listening. I wanted to ask you guys: do you get up there a lot? Is that like a new thing? Because I always see you guys obviously in Oregon and Salem especially, but do you guys like travel out of state a lot for that kind of stuff?
Yeah. Not yet. We're working on that stuff. So slowly trying to expand our reach. We're finally getting down into California, and I might be flying down there to Ontario, California in February.
Oh, nice. Yeah. All right, let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ontario is like an hour from here. It's not far at all.
What are the grocery stores down there? Like Gelson's or
Gelson's? Gelson's is like the higher end one. That's like up kind of with like Whole Foods prices. That's a really good store. Ralph's is the other big one.
Okay.
You have Vons, Albertsons, of course, like your Whole Foods and things like that. But the local ones the main ones are Gelson's, Ralph's, and Vons.
Yeah.
Those are the big ones.
I go down for a meeting and I'll meet with our account executives there and see if we can get in.
Oh yeah. Good luck with that. I'm sure it should be a no-brainer. If you need any LA support or anything like that, let me know. I'll get the troops out in masses, and we're
gonna come down and do a tour, and we thought we could stay with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I live in a tent. But that would be funny if you Skyped in and I was like in a tent, and I'm like, no, the housing crisis in LA is crazy.
It's rough these days.
Yeah. I would love. Are you guys both coming down here though in February? Or? Because if it's just Matt, then I know what we're doing. We're getting high drunk. But if it's both of you, we'll do some couples things and go see some cultural activities. Yeah. But we were talking about Catherine. You guys were in Seattle. You're trying to get the reach out there, broaden the reach for where your products are. And I think California, especially Southern California, is such a good market for you because, as you know, the Mexican food scene here has exploded over, it's just getting bigger and bigger. It's everywhere. And hot sauce is a condiment just like salt and pepper or ketchup. It's literally everywhere. I think you guys would do really well here, in my opinion. It's really good. And I also think I can help with that because I frequently go to stores and put extra things in the current hot sauce to drive up complaints so they get kicked out of the stores. Like, do you remember the ice cream challenge where she licked it? It was going to prison. I didn't do that because I'm not going to jail, but I've had some homeless people do that with other hot sauces because they don't care about. No, I'm kidding. But I think you guys would do really well here. I wanted to ask you a question. Your social media game is probably the greatest I've ever seen. You guys are very proactive on all platforms, and you have a really good response and everything. You always use these great hashtags, and one of them is PDX. What is PDX? Does that stand for Pacific? Okay, what is the X?
Yes.
International, Portland International.
Is that from the
PDX,
airport? Because the airport abbreviation is PDX. So that's like what people use to represent Portland. Yeah.
Because I write down something to do with an airport ? So I'm on the right track.
Totally.
But your hashtags, I have a list here. Your hashtags are the greatest, and I want to read off a few of my favorite. If you want to follow Haw Sauce, if you're not already on Instagram, follow them, of course, at Haw Sauce, which is very easy. to remember. It's not like us, the podcast, where we have underscores and all kinds of crap going on because we're not very original.
We do underscore, I think, though. Haas underscore sauce.
Right, but that's okay. You need that because it's 2 words. We don't. We just unoriginal. But here are some of the hashtags you use that I think are great. You use Spice Lords, which is my all-time favorite. It implies that you guys are, lords of the underworld. Ben Foodies is one. I think that's Bend, Oregon.
That's right.
Am I saying it right, or is it Oregon?
It's Oregon.
Because I'm from Pennsylvania. We don't have the greatest of educations. Okay, here's one.
I mean, I guess people might say it Oregon, but we say Oregon.
Oregon Dog. Hashtag Oregon Dog.
Yeah, that's Buddy.
This was Buddy the Crusher. By the way, where is Buddy the Crusher? I was hoping he would be on the show.
No, he's in the call. There he is.
What an adorable little baby.
Buddy.
Aww.
I feel like there should be a spot on your website to donate him tennis balls. He loves tennis balls.
Yeah, we love that. Or there should be a spot to donate to the shelter that we support.
That's true.
You're a genius. I'm gonna
just a few more here. Savory Spice Shop.
Oh yeah.
That's
Ben Eats.
Ben Eats.
Yes.
And I spent too much on meth this afternoon. That's a weird. Oh wait. Oh, that's not you. That's me. Catherine, Matt was talking about tomorrow on the for the Thanksgiving feast. Tamarind will be used as on the bird.
Yeah.
What is your involvement in the Thanksgiving preparation?
I will be making cocktails. I have personally
very important.
purchased a variety pack of flavoring vinegars, is that right? And a big bottle of gin. So I'm going to be making these delicious holiday cocktails. I'm roasting some spice nuts now with a delicious spice blend from Savory Spice Shop. So pecans, hazelnuts, walnuts in the oven right now. And then I'll just be like sitting around drinking mostly.
That's what we mostly do.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
Well, that's the way to do it.
But I would recommend tamarind on yams. If anyone is doing like glazed yams, where they're like really yummy and you roast them. And my mom used to always do a casserole with brown sugar and marshmallows and stuff. But just like a more classier.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Right? The marshmallow.
Oh, North Carolina. I forgot you're from there. I've spent a lot of time in North Carolina. My sister used to live there. It's a great state.
Really? Oh, where is she?
Well, she wasn't in a very nice part because she was there for the military, but she was in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Unless you're from there, then it's great.
No, but I think they have some good tattoo parlors there.
Yeah, she said it was a dump. But I've vacationed in the Outer Banks a lot, like Nag's Head and Kitty Hawk and stuff. It was always a fun time. But if people subscribe in the newsletter on hawsauce.com, they can get like inside info, recipes. But if you're listening and you buy some Haw sauce and you want to like use them on some recipes that's not Thanksgiving, say it's like around Christmas time or whatever, what else do you recommend that it goes with, and which flavor would you recommend?
And actually, this weekend we're going to be making some professional videos with Matt cooking with the sauce. We'll be giving people some ideas. Unfortunately, there's only like 2 videos that we're making, but we'll add more. So
it doesn't matter. That's great.
Right. Yeah. He's doing bibimbap with the bibim, which is its real name is bibimbap. So you want?
Yeah. Well, you can make for Christmas. You can have your Christmas bibimbap.
Oh, nice.
Of
Very
course,
authentic.
If you don't celebrate Christmas, you're Jewish. You can do bibimbap again.
Bibimbap.
It's a Korean dish.
It's really catchy too. It's better than the recipe we use in my house, which is beers and tears. It's a lot of sadness and yell. No, bibimbap can go with most things around Christmas time.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Hams?
So, ham is what I would say.
So
like you could use this as a glaze for your ham. Definitely. Super good.
Something else we did recently, I mixed like a few tablespoons into a big vat of Philadelphia cream cheese, and we used it as a spread for cracked bagels and put like some red chili flakes in it. So it's like a spicy spread for brunch or something.
Can you do that? I use Philadelphia cream cheese every morning. I have the have the jalapeno flavor, I have the onion and chive, and then I have the vegetable. Like we always have 2 of each.
Yeah, just like put a
That's pretty good.
and like, just really fast with a spoon. I didn't use a blender or anything. I just did it by hand. So really easy.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
I know.
What are you guys doing for these videos? Is it like instructional videos of like recipes, or is it more of like a promotional thing of what you guys are doing?
We're doing promotional videos, so we want to
for our website.
Yeah, we want to get some stuff on the website, and make things look fancy and have sizzling noises in the pan and stuff like that. So just more promotional. So one of them's going to be a cooking video with the BBIM, and then one of them will be more of just a promotional talking about the Tamarind.
We rented an Airbnb that has a nice gas range and like a cute kitchen. So.
Oh, sweet. Is it in Salem?
It's in Silverton.
Silverton is about 20 minutes away from here.
Okay. I say it like I know these towns. I'm like, is it in Salem? It doesn't matter if it is because I don't know where that is. I just know it's the state capital and it's lovely.
Yeah. Have you seen the gold man on top of the Capitol building? They have a huge statue of a gold man.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, they based it on
gold.
that, but
Really? It's kind of like Kansas is capital. They have a Native American on top of their building. It's interesting considering Kansas's history. Not really the friendliest. Trail of Tears, Andrew Jackson. No, but it's really amazing. But I've seen the Goonies a lot, so I'm practically a neighbor.
30th anniversary.
Here.
In fact,
Would
we
love
just
to.
hung out with the person who is putting on
she's a producer, and she's doing.
She's doing the 30th anniversary party in Astoria, Oregon, and she did the 25th anniversary. So they're doing a big old party out there, and she's in charge of it all.
Gets all the actors to come back and stuff. I think someone might have passed away, but she was. We just randomly, we're having drinks the other night with some folks at a bar, and she was in the mix.
That's amazing.
With her, you could come up and like cover it for the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I'm as big of a celebrity as Corey Feldman is now, so I can probably fill in, right?
Seriously, yeah.
That's amazing, though. I love the Goonies. I think it's a great town, and I know Oregon is in a million films, and the setting is in a million films, especially a lot like Stand By Me. I know was filmed up there, and it's just really cool.
The Twilight Saga.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
And that M series, whatever. Anyway.
What
Was there any
series?
movie filmed where you live ever?
No, not really.
Nothing in LA.
Like rattling off.
Actually, most films aren't really done in LA unless it's like a superhero movie. They mostly film in Canada or like Georgia. It's amazing when you look at the call sheet of how many films are actually like not filmed in LA because it's so expensive, the tax breaks.
North Carolina was big for a while.
North Carolina too, yeah. I know they filmed a million movies. I just watched one at it's amazing. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Was filmed in North Carolina. Like it substituted for New York. But I wanted to tell people your sauces on hawsauce.com, they're only $8 a bottle, which is pretty reasonable considering like the size of them. People need to know like you're getting a lot of sauce, and that's a very reasonable price for something so good.
Original recipe.
Yeah, I mean it's really amazing. Are you guys expanding? I know you in the past year you've launched another flavor. You've added a swag shop. There's no stopping you guys. What's next?
Next week we get our
tattoos.
We get our nice gift box with a picture of us on it and a picture of Buddy and here's like a little
nice.
Yeah, so it'll come out.
It's going to have hot pink all over. No, I'm just kidding. The hot pink is going to be a spot UV gloss on the black box. Anyway,
That's
this is like
amazing.
Front of the box. Yeah, it's our new thing. It'll be a 3-pack that's like custom made for the size of our bottles and custom printed. And so that's our next big investment.
This is a first look right here.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. I know that's I know you guys are really busy and I said 15 minutes and it's been 40, so I won't keep you anymore. I'm sorry about that, but I do want to ask you one more question, if I may.
Oh gosh, what is it?
Okay, I'm not going to ask that question. The question is, if a man is traveling from Dallas to New York at 30 miles per hour, and a man is traveling from New York to Dallas at 50, at what point do they meet, and what is their combined velocity?
Do it.
No, my last question is, and it's a shameless one. But Matt, when you are on stage, I know you're a musician. I'm a fellow musician. I respect the art. Do you ever plug hot sauce while on stage? Because I think that would blow my mind. It would be the coolest thing if you were rocking out and you're like, and by the way, I know you don't talk like this. Check out Tamarind. It's now available at your local market of choice. Like, do you do anything like that? Because that would be awesome if you did.
This concert sponsored by hot sauce.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It could be so great. No, but do you do any? Is there going to be any like in-tie promotions with the dirt shirts and hot sauce, or are those two separate worlds?
They're two separate worlds, pretty much. But I was at an open mic last night, and I go to a lot of open mics around town and play songs. And the people who host open mics know me, and they get up there and they say like, "Oh, and next up is Matt from the Dirt Shirts, and he owns a hot sauce company in town. You might have heard of it, Hot Sauce." And
really,
so yeah,
that's awesome. That's what you should do. That's cool.
Oh yeah, there was another, and because of the music stuff, two guys called me last week and said, "Hey, we want to come over and buy 2 hot sauce hats and trucker caps and wear them in our next show." And so
yeah, do it. Yeah. That's awesome. That's good, like promotion.
Yeah.
Well, the swag is really cool too. It's not like cheesy, I just bought it online and here it is, and it's generic, and it's really cool. You would wear it even if you really didn't know what the brand was. It's really cool looking.
Now then we need a fun idea for a T-shirt. So
Catherine's saying we need a new T-shirt idea. We got to up our T-shirt game.
Your T-shirts. I think your T-shirts are awesome.
Really?
I like them too.
Subtle.
Yeah, they're just simple.
I'm thinking of the one Matt was wearing with the logo, and it's right down the middle. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the women's is kind of boring. It's just that, they're nice and soft.
I think they're nice. I think they're cool. I think the beanies are cool too.
The beanies are.
Yeah, we didn't make any more beanies this winter. So we made those last year because we did an event at an ice rink, and we're like, we should make beanies, and then we just gave them all away. But they're cute.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I know that's all the time. I just wanted to say thank you guys for being on the show, and check them out, hosssauce.com. Follow them on Instagram at hoss_sauce, and like them on the Facebook. But it's always great to talk to you guys, and I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, guys. Come back again soon. We'll talk to you.
Okay, sounds good. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Cheers. Hoss.